Hello and welcome to this episode of Storm King's Thunder. My name is John Gerdebet. I am the GM for this campaign. We rejoin the action as the battle rages on and Milo stumbles through it blindly. I'll try and use something.
Ray of Frost.
Okay. Yeah, roll it with disadvantage. You just fire blindly and it kind of disappears and you just hear Chupa yell, "Watch it!" You're going to try and move.
Not hitting God.
Dadgummit.
God fucking.
Dadgummit.
So the gargoyles that are stood next to you will attempt to attack you as you leave. And you take 7 points of damage. Yeah, unfortunately your AC,
It's 16.
it's 16 now. And they rolled a 19 and a 23.
Oof. Well, puppies.
You lost 2 AC. Or health, you lost 7 total.
7 up.
Hector, come over and hug me.
But you're so far away. Also, there's gargoyles blocking me, so.
You're a giant.
Yeah, but I've got 25 feet of movement because I'm small still.
Milo is saying this and they are right behind you.
Hell, back down. Oh shit, I can't fucking reach you up. I need
It's
to
like-
attack them.
You just slowly like, fingers.
Well, Milo is hoping they are right behind you, but they can't tell because they can't see at the moment.
Oh, fucking. What do you need? Do you need healing? Because I can heal if you really need it.
Tanny, can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Can you not?
Yeah, do that first before anything.
Can I? Hang on
No.
a sec.
Tanny, make... Okay, never mind, you're still blind.
Are you I think lesser restoration can get rid of.
Yeah. And thankfully I've got that prepared, so fuck it.
But before that,
What?
it is this trebuchet's turn.
Oh, for
Oh
fuck's sake.
no!
Where even are the Oh, there they are.
Who am I gonna aim at? I'm gonna roll a d6.
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 These
1, 2,
are
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d7.
D6.
Chupa.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Does a 17 hit your armor class?
No.
So
Trebuchet.
a rock just comes flying down at you, and you just parry it aside with your giant long sword. And for everybody paying attention, that's when the trebuchet misses.
Oh.
yes, twice in total. This is the entire battle.
Yes.
Okay.
Hector.
Right. Yep, I will hop along. And there we go.
Milo. Your vision clears.
You can feel now the sand has gone.
Thank
It's
you.
alright, just stay focused.
You can see clearly now. The brain has. Oh, in case it's very sand.
You can see clearly now the grains have gone. Grains of sand.
Way!
Yay.
You can see all obstacles in your way.
Milo, a gargoyle comes up behind you.
Said, hey, I was talking to you.
I will throw sand at you, Sean,
Sand attack.
says Tanny.
That's just mean.
Pocket sand.
That's an 8 and a 7 to hit, which I think miss 16.
They do. I think that's how math works.
I am told that's how math works.
I don't.
And let's try against... Never mind. Hector, there's another gargoyle just going...
Oh, brilliant.
Shaldor is still scared of Imrith. So is just going to try and hurl a rock at Imrith with disadvantage. Yeet.
Yoit.
Yoit.
And Imrith's tail just and whips the rock out of the air.
My rock!
Would it be bad to say she moves her tail back and forth?
Namir will step forward and will swing her longsword twice at the gargoyles, dealing minus 36, and then smashing one of the gargoyles.
Nice.
And then it is Borrowed's turn.
Alright.
Run.
Okay.
Get
Where do I
after it.
run? I don't need to run. I can just use a very fun thing. One of my Eldritch Invocations.
I'm just fucking there now.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I think if it's the one you're looking for, it's something along the lines of Unrelenting Hex.
Relentless Hex.
There
That's
you go.
Cool. I'm gonna teleport right next to it.
So how does it look when Borrowed teleports?
Like an Enderman.
No, that would be very funny though. It's more like a line of those shadows, sort of traced from that are sort of wrapping around Imarith. Seem to pull Borrowed towards her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit her again.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna need her to do something for me very, very quickly. Because Borrowed is also a spellcaster and has a very fun spell called Hold Monster.
Nice.
Wow.
What
So-
level is that?
5th.
Oh, you can target.
1 minute. Why? I don't want you to whisper that one. Sorry, 1 minute.
So I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm just going to turn off her whispering so that you can see that she is going to cast.
Oh.
Oh.
Counterspell.
Oh, that's funny. So am I.
Counter!
Well,
Like,
first up, let me see if I counter the spell.
I feel like I'm watching a Yu-Gi-Oh match. I play the spell card. I play a trap
I
card.
feel like I'm watching a Magic the Gathering match with people playing.
So what is her spell casting? It comes off of her charisma.
You should have seen Kiri's Taldori campaign.
It was ridiculous. So many wizards.
Never mind. She's affected by the spell.
Yeah.
She did not counter it, but she is gonna make a wisdom saving throw and rolls a natural 1.
Yes.
So does an
Hello.
11 beat your spell save DC?
Absolutely not. Paralyzed.
Her muscles just tense up.
Does that mean she falls to the ground?
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't think she was flying.
She had sort of
how is
taken
she-
to the air and like skidded to the ground,
Oh, so she was like kind of
like surfing along the earth.
How is she hold? How is she been hold?
Borrowed has just raised his hand
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
and just
no,
shadows
Just
wrap up
shadows.
around her,
Ah, there we go. Shadows.
and just her muscles tense up.
yeah. Can your shadow do that, Peter Pan? I don't think it fucking can.
She's a muscly.
Uh,
she's
but-
a muscly girl.
That is an action.
Yep, that's my action and bonus action. I'm just standing here to look intimidating now.
So
That's it.
Flexing and
Vashar is going to continue to not look at the scary dragon.
it's just so spooky.
Hello, Alice Vendakrabi.
That is 2 attacks that are going to hit. That is a dead gargoyle.
Hey.
And that is a very injured gargoyle. Keros.
Yes. So she's not moving for the next few turns or so, is she?
Until she makes the save. Or I lose concentration.
But 10 rounds maximum.
Action 10 rounds.
10 rounds
okay,
maximum.
So a little
and
while.
I can still
So a
see
little
her,
bit.
so I'm still messed up for these gargoyles. I'm going to run back to my buddy Hector.
Okay.
Well, and I'm just going to take up my entire action to do that, actually, as well. So that's 40. Yeah.
So there's 4 attacks of opportunity against you. Let's see how badly
yep.
this goes. What the ever-loving hell was that, gargoyles?
I'm
Natural-
assuming I did very well.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So that is 6 points of damage halved to 3. Natural 1. Natural 1.
Oh.
And a 10.
That's a good accumulation of numbers.
Cool. And when I
For
get here
us.
for my bonus action, I'm just going to try and fry one of these skulls.
Okay.
So, I rolled a 2d6. You get to make a dexterity save. Let's do this.
It rolled a 6.
Okay, so that's 4 lightning damage to it.
Pow!
And does that mean I lose my frightened condition?
You are not frightened anymore.
The next turn's gonna run all the way back.
At this point,
Thanks, buddy.
Hector,
Yes.
could I make a Constitution
Yes.
saving throw, please?
Oh, it's a lad. Of course you can. If
That guy.
what is it? What are you trying to do to me?
The dust
It's a
just
blindy thing.
kicks up
Oh.
around you.
All right. Well, give me a second whilst this because apparently I can't switch tabs without.
When he just
Damage.
died.
Rage is still fine.
Why won't you pay attention to me?
Awians.
The rage is still fine because you got attacked by the gargoyles.
I got damaged by.
Fucking
I
alien
took
shit out.
damage on it.
Yeah. So you're still raging.
I'm still raging.
Brooklyn Rage.
Just raging against that machine.
Yeah.
So hard.
That damn machine.
God damn it, machine.
Roll 20. Can you come back, please?
Please.
You can just roll it for me then.
Okay.
Just tell me what I get.
Please roll 20.
Let's-
Oh, I have your character sheet open already. Yay.
Isn't that
Oh, there we go.
15?
Your eyesight, you just slam your eyes shut, and the dust does not get into your eyes.
Ah, look at my grung eyelids.
Look upon my grung eyelids and despair.
I keep my eyes moisturized.
You've got 2 eyelids. It's not fair.
Borrowed. Does a 16 or a 22 hit you?
Both of them do.
You take 3 points of damage from the first attack,
Okay.
and 6 points of damage from the second attack. Could I get 2 Constitution saving throws, please?
Yes, you can.
Yeet!
Really like this all to just sort of.
Oh no.
So, the first time you get attacked,
Oh no.
the shadows just... And Imrith just flexes her wings and roars. And at the end of that gargoyle's turn, I'm sure she's already used that this round, so she's only got 1 left, but She's going to whip out with her tail for 24 to hit you.
Oh, she got
Yep.
out. No.
So that's 14 damage.
I ain't looking too hot, guys.
Oh, that really scared me.
Chupacabra,
Yes.
you are not
Oh.
frightened of the dragon.
I keep forgetting about spells.
How far is my running distance as a giant?
Same, I think.
Yeah, it says it's it doesn't say that it's changed, which is weird.
You think it would be a bit.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of for now, because we've not moved an awful lot, you can go 50 feet,
Okay.
and people that have bonuses to movement can add or subtract bonuses to their movement.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stick with the 30. I'm gonna move here. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna use my flame tongue and I'm gonna do.
And lick it.
No,
There you
I'm not
go.
gonna do that. I'm gonna do
My tongue.
Gargoyles just being bully circled.
that, and then that, and then that.
The first attack misses, but the second two hit.
Go.
Sploosh. Kapoosh.
I think one of them's a bit dead.
Yes.
Hope so.
Yeah, that does kill one of them. Then,
Does it severely weaken the other?
sadly, no.
Ow.
Borrowed. Another gargoyle comes up to you.
Yeah.
Rolls a 6 and a 13.
Both of those miss. Thank goodness.
What about this one?
Ooh! I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have all four. It's
Uh,
just gonna be me soloing the boss at this point.
Yeah, you can have all 4 and a dragon.
Oh, it's gonna be delightful. Although the dragon seems quite content with just leaving me alone, or flying away. So,
Hecaton is going to move up and try to help you with some of these gargoyles, at least.
oh, much appreciated.
Apparently my Google Assistant activated and heard the word dragon.
Huh.
And so it searched for everything with dragon near Epic.
Wow.
You are now the House of Dragons.
Okay, so that's some serious damage to the gargoyles as he just whips out with his chain. Fenthwick.
Hello.
I was there.
Well, yeah. Hi. I'm so far the only person who hasn't drunk their potion.
Yes.
I am going to have to.
It's going to be an interesting day at the castle while everybody else is still giant-sized and Fenthwick's just...
So I'm going to
kidding me?
keep attacking the one I was attacking.
Okay.
Because I could do the whirlwind, but it's only one attack, so fuck that. So 12 probably won't hit.
No.
And 11 definitely won't hit.
No, unfortunately.
That's me done.
So this guy's going to attack Hecaton.
No, I can't do that. No.
No, he isn't. Oh, actually, yes, he is with that.
What?
But not the first one.
What did you roll?
A 5 and a 21.
Oh. 21 won't hit me.
Hecaton.
Oh,
Not
Hecaton.
Hector.
It does not help that you cut out when you said Hecaton.
Sorry.
Fuck you, Hecaton, and your inferior armor class.
Milo. Never mind.
If Milo doesn't heal, he'll soon be Bilo.
Okay. Borrowed.
Again?
Does a 20 hit your armor class?
Not if I use... Yeah, it does. Well, hold on. Because I'm pretty sure I have shield, and I've just been neglecting it. Which I should have done earlier in this. But now I'm not going to.
Well,
Cool.
However, I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke.
Can you hellishly rebuke a trebuchet?
Yes.
If it's something that's doing damage to him, and it has a...
Jesus, that's 30 points of damage.
Well,
Wait, hold on. Let me look at Hellish Rebuke. Oh, nope, it's not within 60 feet. Okay.
I mean, there are things closer to you that can attack you as well, so...
I mean, many of them have. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I'm not looking so hot, I have to say.
Okay, this guy is going to attack Hecaton. And manages to do so twice.
Oh god.
Yaghol.
Right then, we are going. Okay, Boris, how are you showing blood?
I'm at 86 out of 220, my friend.
Oh, wow. Right.
Yep.
We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that.
Oh, I should hope not.
We're gonna cast. We're gonna cast True Religion on you, my friend.
True religion.
True Religion.
I'm ecstatic.
Actually, let's have a look here. Okay, right. We're gonna give you. I think I'm on my. I think this is my last level 3 spell, John.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure. But we're gonna do this on borrowed.
Okay, so that is 14 plus another 5 to borrowed. So that's 19 healing for borrowed and 5 healing for Yaghol.
Thank you very much.
19, you said?
Yes.
Alright, I'm looking a little healthier, thank you very much.
And then it
Can't
is
argue with that.
and then it is Imrith's turn.
Yeah, there you go. See.
Ow.
Ah.
Nah.
That's like a flick.
That's it.
I know what
That
you're
wasn't an
rolling for.
attack.
I know what you're rolling for.
But lots of people know what that was for. And
Oh, yes.
Person.
Well, hang on.
She turns and screeches at you, Borrowed, and is very not happy with you.
No? Let me take out my giant laser pistol.
Rolls a 22
Oh my god.
and a 17, and then a 34 to hit.
Did she crit fail instead?
Oh.
It's not an automatic miss.
Yeah, all that sucks.
It's not
Yeah,
automatic miss.
I take all of it. And now I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke her
Okay.
Yeah, she's at
if I
advantage for this.
survive.
So that one wouldn't have counted anyway. Just saying.
What?
Oh, technically she is at advantage.
Why is she an advantage?
Because
Technically.
there's gargoyles at the other side, arguably flanking you.
Oh, come on.
So that's a 17, and then a 19 plus 9.
34,
So,
43, 53, 62.
62 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Just hang tight.
Oh, I'm hanging, trust me.
What is Hellish Rebuke?
Hellish Rebuke is a fun little spell that tieflings get almost innately.
Yeah.
A reaction
It's
to
3d10. I believe.
damage. It's 3d10 at its original level, but since I can only cast things at, you know, the highest level possible,
Oh.
this is going to be a 5th level.
So do I need to make a dex save, con save?
Yes, you do.
It's
Dexterity,
Dex.
please.
What's your thing? Your
All the
DC?
tieflings are telling you how this is working.
11.
I'm sure it's less. I'm sure it's more than 11.
It is. Right you are.
Oh boy.
It is a lot higher than 11,
It is many
6
higher
points.
than 11.
one might say.
So that is a lot of
41.
damage.
41.
The dragon just
Oh.
tears into Borrowed, ravenously just trying to deal some damage, and just flames erupt out of him, scorching the dragon.
Or just go, hey, fuck you!
It's more like Borrowed is getting smacked around, and then he turns, locks eyes, opens his mouth, and just a huge gout of flame.
I have breath weapon too, bitch!
Orlecto is going to finish off this gargoyle. Hell yeah, he is.
Thank fuck.
Hell
God.
yeah.
And then he's going to come around here and try to help Milo with these ones. 28. And then it is Milo's go. As Jigafakaful.
Yes. Upside, you're no longer blind.
Yes, you can see now.
Well, hey.
You can certainly try
I think
that.
it's 120 feet, so I think they're in range.
Yes,
About. Just about.
Just barely.
literally, you are just at the edge of range.
Like, I think it's 100. Pretty sure.
So yes, roll a chromatic orb.
Herb.
90 feet.
Then move closer and roll a chromatic orb.
That'll do.
There you go.
There we go.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do. That'll do.
That'll do.
We have fun here.
We do. We have fun here at Final
I
Boss Fight.
think.
Don't do Crown of Madness because it's
Crown of
already
Madness
got
might
Whole
not
Monster
work.
on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Whole Monster.
You have a
We
better
don't.
chance.
Whole monster went away.
Have hit with Chromatic Orb.
That'll hit.
Well, that's so nice of you.
Roll it at whatever the highest spell level you got.
That's nice.
24.
24 not lightning damage.
That's it.
Milo, how would you like to do this?
Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh.
I had an idea that I just jump on Kiro's, fly into the air,
Love it.
and just use Chromatic Orb and just like, slam dunk the Chromatic Orb right in.
I love it.
So
Power!
Milo just comes running forward, just boom,
Wow.
leaps into the air, and Kiros just instinctively throws him higher into the air.
I love that.
Milo pulls out a diamond and just spins it around, and a ball of acid forms in his hands, and he just hurls it at Imrith, who's just rearing up behind Borrowed.
Oh, I love it.
And the orb just slams into her face as she reels from the fire that Borrowed belches forth. And it just knocks her off balance, and she just tumbles backwards into the hole. And you just hear her...
Nice knowing you!
Can I just say quickly, any artists who are listening, I will pay you all the monies to draw that.
And the gargoyles
Oh, that was
just
so
fall
cool.
silent.
Yes!
That was so cool.
That is well done.
Yes!
Oh, that
The
was
magic.
so cool.
Oh, welcome to the
The magic animating the gargoyles
Oh.
turns them back to statues.
Funny enough, my stomach pains decides
kick
to
one for good measure.
just comes down after
Did
this.
we just
so I'm
win?
like,
You just
Yes.
we just
We
did.
beat the final boss fight.
Right. Borrowed! I'm coming to heal you now!
Oh god, I'm so hurt.
Are we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative order.
That orb just defeated the dragon. I
That
am
was brilliant.
just slow clap. Slow clap.
Just
Karis
start,
is,
I
Karis is coming into.
just
Karis
start
is coming
flying
in.
around. Just
There
start
should-
flying around Milo's head as an air elemental, just making his
Kar-
head fly around.
Karis is coming in. Karis is jumping in for a group hug.
One at a time, guys.
Sorry,
Go
I
on,
know we're all
Hector.
excited.
Go,
Hector.
Karis.
I was saying,
How
Karis
much-
is just. Sorry.
No,
You
no. I'm just asking how much I heal by.
65. 55.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Karis is just going to run in and just jump onto everybody for a group hug.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ow, that hurts.
Koopa just runs over and jumps on Milo and gives him a huge hug. That was awesome!
Piling. Giant's coming piling as well.
Yes. Come on.
Yakov just gives him a massive pat on the back.
Oh, this is really hurt my stomach. Oh yeah. Tell me
The
about it.
giants,
You're a hero.
Orlecto, Namir, Vishar, and Shaldor just come around, and you can just see Hecaton, Milo. You just look over, and Hecaton just nods at you.
Hey.
Come in.
Well done, little giant.
Did Imrith not got any final words as well? She just
Nope.
melted.
Nah.
Just
Get
a,
Yeah,
face
just-
melted.
just a dying screech.
Yes.
It's perfect like checking out the dragon.
That
Point.
Edward's already going down there.
Gonna loot the dragon.
Dying thought of, oh fuck.
Dying thought of. Oh shit!
Well,
I'm severely miscalculated.
now everything's dark.
It was all a dream.
Fenthwick.
I see nothing either.
Yeah, I've not added you yet. Be patient. 1 minute.
Okay.
You descend. You descend
And descend.
and descend, and that's a Fell Baron dwarf, not. Milo hugs Borrowed.
I thought I lost you.
Borrowed hugs Milo.
You descend into. Did I have this one open? No.
My stomach. Oh. Gee.
Whoa.
So there are partition walls in this room built of a tight-fitting sandstone blocks that support the ceiling of this chamber. 20 feet above the top of the mound, like there's a mound of 20 foot of sand coming up, and 20 feet above it is the gaping hole that you flew down into. And just laying on top of the mound, face already half melted, significant burns covering it, is the dead body of Imrith,
Wow.
the doom of the desert.
Not anymore.
I used my little windy fist to just smack her across the face.
Its head twitches slightly.
And then he screams like a little girl.
No.
Do you...
Technically, he can't scream like a little girl at the moment.
Internally, he screams like a little girl.
Do you have the ability to speak Abyssal?
Me personally, no. I say questioning.
Then from up the north, you can just hear
If I touch the creature, if I touch a creature that can learn abyssal or knows abyssal, then yes, I could know what it means. Take it as a no.
I'm the only one down in this.
Yeah, Sean's the only one here.
Oh, is that why we're all? I thought we all went.
No. Just him.
No.
You were all group hugging, and I just down here. Well, I'm not gonna go into there on my own. So I'm gonna try and in fact, I'm going to drop flying form, elemental form into normal fanfic.
You just land.
I'm so tiny. And I want to try and get a scale and possibly a tooth.
Okay.
From this biatch.
Roll me a nature check.
Nature? This is where I just fail miserably at nature.
No. Yeah, you pull a scale easily free from the dragon, and can in fact, if you wish to, gather one for each of the party.
Yeah, sure.
And you can pull out 2 teeth. The rest have dealt a lot of acid stroke fire damage and a sort of
just kind of
sizzling.
Just kind of pokes a non-sizzling bit. That's why you brush better.
Shaswaluta Chwala.
Would you quit upsetting the corpse?
I'm still just gonna wait here. Hopefully people will come down.
Yeah, can Chupa notice he's gone and hop down too?
Yeah.
I would like to hop down as well.
Darn it,
I was planning. I was curious on the whole anyway.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
She's a dragon. She should have a trigger ward.
Borrowed. Is Milo? Milo's coming down as well. Hector?
Yes?
Are you going to hop down the hole with everybody else?
Oh, fucking of course I will.
Fenthwick, you're stood on the top of this mound and just the rest of your party just
as soon as everyone's down, I just go, "There's spooky noises coming from over there!"
Okay.
Shinswa Shia Swa. Does anybody speak Abyssal?
Let me check.
I speak its sister language, but not it, unfortunately.
I speak Infernal.
I speak
Dang.
wrong.
This is the point where we've run out that none of us speak.
It is.
That's the one fucking time I don't speak Abyssal and we need it. Does anyone have comprehend languages?
As I said, I've got tongues. But...
Lunar had a language thing that let her like translate for 10 minutes.
Lunar's not here.
Nope.
I
Yep.
know.
Do I have any scrolls?
If you don't mind, John, I'd like to go check out the noise.
Okay.
Even though I'm severely injured, don't worry about it.
I have the ring of nakedness.
I mean, you can put that on if you want, but
That's not quite the time to be celebrating there, dear.
No, I have no things. I don't think I have tongues as a druid.
so the voices are coming from this top corridor here, Borrowed, if you want to follow
I do
Chupa,
not-
who's...
I'm not on the map.
God
Oh, there I
damn.
am. Couldn't see myself.
I just-
Yes, I would love to follow Chupa.
I'm just going to get rid of this other apparent copy of Imrith, because she dead.
She is dead. She's so dead.
Chupa.
I have dark sight. Why is she only got limited vision?
Because
almost
it
like
is...
the key.
It is dark further than you can see.
I've got no vision.
Okay.
Which way did Chupa go?
I have
No.
no vision.
Oh, there I am.
Also, hello, I have permanent.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
I need it for my stomach.
There's people down here.
Almond.
I see
There's
Oh.
naked people down here.
They're not
cannot-
naked.
I cannot see anything except me.
I just see me. It's like
Yeah.
That
It's
lady
dark.
in the icon looks like she's naked, and the fish dudes have nothing on their chests, so they're naked. So
Right, I
naked.
light the torch.
Well, for a start, they're snake people.
Oh.
This
Chupa
scaly
and
bastards.
Chupa and Borrowed, you enter a room and there are 2 rows of sandstone pillars supporting the ceiling of this vast chamber. As you get further into it, I'm just gonna.
Oh, there's Chupa. I found her.
There you go. As you get further into it, you can see a giant snake statue rises up above it, and there's a group of partly snake people worshipping the statue. It's an alabaster statue looking like the head and neck of a gigantic demonic snake erupting from a block of stone. The block is 10 feet high and the serpent another 10 feet higher above it with 2 gleaming eyes made of polished obsidian. Its fanged mouth is open as it glares down at a 20-foot diameter hole in the sandstone floor.
You don't say.
That Chupa is standing tentatively at the edge of.
Wow, this looks fun. Hey, people, what you doing?
They
Okay,
look round.
I don't speak hiss. We're gonna have to try that again, dudes. What you up to?
Just if they make any hostile action, I've got a thing for them.
Would you guys like to just quickly make me a religion check?
Or can.
Oh God, good
Wait,
luck.
Does that count? Does that count?
No, just those 2.
Damn it.
Oh, okay.
Of course, the 2
It's only
religious
when you
people
say
can't
No,
do
no.
it.
Does it count to the religious count?
No.
I don't know what's going on. I got no.
Chupa don't know shit about religion.
Chupa don't know.
I'll do religion despite the fact is that I have
You're
no
not
idea
there.
what's going on and I'm in the pitch darkness.
You
She's
don't
just
know
sitting here
either,
going-
but you're not there.
She's
Am
just
I?
like, I don't
Am I
speak
good?
hiss.
Do I know things?
Borrowed.
Yay.
You get the feeling that you've heard of this entity before.
Oh.
This appears to be a representation of Dendar the Night Serpent.
Oh. That don't sound good.
Dendar the Night Serpent is a deity worshipped by some of the people in the lower echelons of civilizations, primarily the Yuan-Ti.
Oh. And what's
Out
our
of
view on the
curiosity,
UNT?
which is the part that tipped you off? The evil obsidian-eyed looking statue or the half-naked snake people? Like, which part tipped you off that he sounds like a bad guy?
Dendar the Night Serpent is rumored to nest within the moon,
Nest within the moon.
and at some point in the future, the moon will erupt like an egg. Dendar will force himself out of it, and he will eat the sun.
Yep, Kate. Bad guys. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Chupa and Borrowed, you just see them they get to the end of whatever they're whispering, and then just one of them turns around, doesn't even really seem to take in that you're there, and just runs and dives into the hole, and just disappears down about 800 feet.
Who? Oh no.
Well, she's dead.
Oh yeah.
And then another of
Still
the creatures just turns round. You are not Imerith.
That
What?
is accurate.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Are you her doom?
Like,
Yes,
did we
yes, we
kill her?
are.
Yeah.
Then it is true. The visions
true?
that Dendar has sent us are true.
Vision. Have you been smoking anything green and leafy lately?
Rack
I
and
haven't.
ruin, flash and thunder, let them come and claim the dragon's plunder. Death is close, her doom has come. To blade and spell she will succumb.
That's a really cute poem and everything, but how are you guys in her home
She
and not
hid
liking
us. We do not like her. We work with her.
Oh, okay.
We are not
well,
dumb enough to stand against her.
Fair. I totally get that.
I think
Business
we
is
just
business.
God, we were.
I think.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
I think we were just called stupid
Like,
there.
what? Like, are you trying
Stupid.
to insinuate that we're stupid? Because I'm not entirely sure I appreciate that, but okay.
We would like to leave if you will allow us. We know where she kept her treasure.
Oh.
Okay, tell us where she kept her treasure, and did your friend there mean to commit very painful suicide there, or what?
She was a sacrifice to Dendar, the Night Serpent. Faith
Okay, well, that's
requires sacrifice.
Well, I mean, I guess at least she was a willing personal sacrifice, and you're not like, you guys don't like kidnap random people and murder them for sacrifices, do you?
Not if we can help it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna lay this out straight. Don't ever kidnap random people and murder them for sacrifice. Ever. If you do, we will find you and we'll destroy you too. But if you stick with just killing off your own because you willingly want to be sacrificed, then that's cool.
Deal.
Can we make that deal? Good. Alright, you guys tell us where the treasure is and then you can go.
They will point out a path. Where is it? Where is it, John? They will point.
John.
They will point out a path in the west wall of this room.
Alright, well, if you guys go south, there's a bunch of giants. Just explain that you need some lifting out, and there's a bunch of other giants. They should be able to get you wherever you need to go, okay?
They say that you just need to dig in the ground in that room, but don't go in. This wall borrowed.
Which wall? Oh, that wall. Okay. That's where I'm
West
going.
borrowed west. Never eat shredded wheat.
He's
Never
got
eat
talent
shredded-
too. Don't blame him.
Never eat shredded wheat.
Whoa, hold on, Mr. Snaky Dudes. I want a handshake from one of you to confirm that you're not going to go sacrificing random people.
You're massive though.
To seal our deal. Okay, shake
the-
a pinky then.
The leader will come up to you and just extends a hand upwards.
She'll press her pinky to it so she doesn't hurt him.
You break
And he
his
just
hand.
kind of shakes it tentatively.
There we go. Now remember, this is your word, which means you, as a representative of that god, is his word. Got it? So if you go against it, not only are you going to piss me off, you're going to piss him off. Got it?
Yes, we understand.
Alright, you guys be safe, travel good, stay healthy,
For those of you in this outer chamber,
have fun.
a septet of half-snake people slither and walk out of the room.
There it is.
They look up at the giants and also Fenthwick. And the leader just says, "We made a deal with the large devil woman.
What did that entail?
She said we could leave in exchange for Imrith's treasure."
Then, if that's what's been agreed, then
They are through there. You are the doom of Imrith. We thank you for freeing our people.
we are waggles a tooth.
Carefully stomps over them and investigates the room.
Stomps over them. Well,
We were told that one of you giants would lift us out of here.
I'll do it.
Can we? Are we're too short.
Between the height of the mound of sand in the middle and sort of aid from above, you are able to lift them out.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
let's do it.
Right, here you go then, guys. Just hop onto my hands.
I'll help him.
Yeah, Hector, don't forget to take your gloves off first.
May your religion stay true to you.
Okay.
This is a giant evil snake, man.
I just look at Hector and go, "They're such nice people. So nice.
Okay.
And then she would tell him later they were trying to do human sacrifice.
Wait.
What lovely people! Absolutely amazing. Let's go in this.
You can hear Borrowed and Chupa through this wall, guys.
That's where I'm going, Milo.
At this time, Paula's trying to keep up with Kiro, so she's like, "Wait a second!" Grabs Kiro's hand.
Can I pick Milo up?
Oh.
Not really with the... You can pick Fenthwick up, because Fenthwick's real small.
Yeah,
John, is there anything specific
and
about this?
Fenthwick has fallen massively behind you all.
Not even
is
with
it-
like 20. Oh, okay.
Is there anything?
Come on, Milo.
Is there anything
I need to
specific
distract
about
him
this statue?
It is a statue as described. It is... an alabaster statue carved to look like the head and neck of a giant demonic snake erupting
Also-
from a block of stone.
Ooh, hello.
Also grabs Hector's hand as well.
Hello.
Come on, let's go.
Thank you.
And
Has it
it's
got
just
anything,
like
has it
drags
got
them both
anything else
along,
like, on it?
like when we first met. Come on.
It has two gleaming eyes of polished obsidian, and its fanged mouth is open as it glares down into the 20-foot
behind.
diameter hole.
Don't steal
Like
anything
fun.
from the giant demon snake. Just don't. It's a bad idea.
I'm just shouting at you. But it's got obsidian eyes.
It's got obsidian
And
eyes.
obsidian is basically volcanic glass. We'll take you to a volcano and you can get more.
Volcanic
glass.
Where's the statue?
They're
Sorry.
here.
I was going to be very disappointed if you didn't make that reference, Sean.
I would have been disappointed in myself.
It's glass.
Where's the statue?
In the other
Statue's
room.
not in this room. It's in the other room.
Don't touch the demon statue.
We're
We
not
just
going
fought
to
a
touch
giant.
it.
We
If you
just
just-
taught. We just.
Yeah,
We
Cole's
just
just got
thought
his
it was-
hand out like that, like going
Oh.
towards the statue.
What, this
coming
one?
back. What, this one here? Oh, oh, oh.
Don't do it
Don't
yet, Cole.
do
I'll
it.
push you down that damn hole.
I touched,
I'll go
I
back
touched
in.
the statue.
Someone said obsidian.
Yeah, I said obsidian.
Can you stop moving the cat? I'm like, cause I like.
I
the
touched it. I touched it.
Oh, did you know?
I just touched the statue.
John,
Roll
just,
initiative. I just touched
just
it.
touch the
No.
statue, kill him.
Stop!
I really want to do it. Oh, I really want to do it.
Don't do
Kyrus,
it.
give me a lift. I want to get these obsidians.
Here we go, and I give him a lift
I
up.
can share. We can split it between you. 50-50.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
I mean, you
Right.
can easily reach it with the fact that you are giants.
Oh, okay then.
You
that's
get
fine.
you get one side. I'll get the other side.
You both pry out one of the eyes, and each of the eyes is a 4-inch diameter orb of polished obsidian, weighing
It's like
25
candy in our
pounds.
Ooh.
See, guys, this is glass.
No.
This is glass, not a rock. All right, cool. Drinks are on us.
I'm waiting to give us something horrible to happen. Just to...
Wait.
I'm just
Something coming
enjoying
up.
the fact that Fenthwick is really struggling to climb the ramp.
I'm trying to climb up a 10-foot hill of sand that no one's attempted to help me with.
Sorry.
I'll help you. Don't worry.
I'm gonna carefully look down this hole.
It is 800 feet down.
Push him in.
You
And there's a
cannot see
body
the
at
bottom.
So did
Just
I
for-
get picked? Did I get picked up by Hector?
Does
Just
Hector
because-
Hector goes back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't see anything, so I'll just kind of feel my way around.
Oh yeah, you don't have dark vision.
No. I light a
You have a
torch.
torch.
Hello.
I'm also going to take just as you light it. I'm going to take just a little
thank
bit of it from control flame
That's
for
fine.
control fire, and just sort of hold it in my other hand.
A please would be
She's
nice though
laughing.
about it.
Why is she laughing?
Please.
Because
Thank
Jupiter is
you.
walking off on her own.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Ah.
I'm like all the way back here.
Ooh. What's this?
Ooh woo.
Oh my fuck!
Oh no.
Did she just find something terrible?
There you go.
Oh my
Chupa,
Oh dear.
you walk into a room.
god.
There is a 10-foot pit shaped like a T in the middle of this room, and there are just squirming purple creatures.
Ugh.
They look like worms, but larger than a worm.
Oh Oh no.
just slithering over the top of each other.
Oh,
Are
no.
they in the pit?
They're in the pit,
Okay. And how deep is the pit?
10 foot deep.
And these things can't get out of the
They
pit?
don't seem to be able to climb out of the pit.
Oh,
Okay.
they're those ones that make tunnels.
Walk around the pit. Can I set the pit on fire?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna set the pit on fire because these things are freaking me out.
Okay, do you just take some time to burn everything in there, basically?
Yeah, I'll, hold on, where is it?
Over the course of time, you just kind of repeatedly blast fire into it with various flame spells that you have, and just kind of wave your gigantic flame-tongue longsword in there.
Woof.
And just everything burns, and there's just dying screeches from the little purple wormlings.
Oh, those were gross. Those were gross.
Uh,
Those were really gross.
would you guys like to try and look for treasure?
I think I found some.
Yeah,
That's why I'm in here. What's this thingy? These look like
There seems to be
stairs.
a lot of it.
Those would be stairs back up to the surface.
This is not bad.
Oh, fuck.
Should
How do we
invest-
find treasure?
investigation?
It would be an
think
investigation roll, please.
That's fucking
I think I'm looking at a bunch of it though.
Thank
I
you.
don't know. It might just be me.
I see nothing.
Hell yeah! With the power of Hector's strength and carrying Fenwick's Cecil.
I got a 3.
Thank fuck someone come and got me.
me and Hector are just looking at like.
You guys spend about an hour digging through the sand.
Fucking borrowed Yaghol and Hector like digging through the sand. There's nothing here. That's it.
Fenthwick, you, at the end of the first hour of digging, you find a sarcophagus.
Oh shit.
And Chupa, having
Yes?
successfully burnt the purple worms, and I assume make your way back to the rest of the group.
Well, I mean, is there nothing in the purple room?
No.
Room? Okay,
Just the
then I made my
purple
way back.
worms.
Roll a 19.
You find a sarcophagus. And Milo, at the end of the first hour of searching, you find a sarcophagus.
And you find a sarcophagus, and you find.
Nobody else at the end of the first hour finds sarcophagi.
Oh.
Who would like to open their sarcophaguses?
I will.
Yep.
Can I, even though that me and Hector got 3? Did we
We all
even
find
look?
sarcophaguses.
Did we all find it at the same time?
There
First
are-
of all,
There are three...
on my sarcophagus.
There is
Oh.
magic here.
Ooh.
On the sarcophagus specifically.
Not on the sarcophagus itself.
Then I'm opening it.
Roll
Magic.
me a strength check.
Oh, I just realised I haven't actually prepared the spell. Never mind.
Oh, sorry, you can actually roll athletics if you've got athletics.
Hold on. Do I have? I have. Hold on.
Fenthwick first, sorry.
Then, in which case, before I do that, I'm going to cast that, and I'm going to give myself bull strength.
You're giving yourself steroids.
Pretty
Yes.
much.
You
And
could have us
then
open it for you.
I'm going to do a strength check with advantage
Yes.
to do 11.
You just cast the spell and your muscles swell, and you heave at the lid and it doesn't open.
Can I sort of come over and just...
And then you just, as Borrowed is like, I'll just help, you just heave it in a second time and the lid just pops off.
It's
But
like
they-
when you open
they
a jam
just-
jar.
And then you
I
kick it
loosened-
several
I
more
loosened
times.
it for you.
I've had enough of this. It's been a long day.
Fenthwick,
Yes.
inside the sarcophagus, you find one thing, well, you find, first thing that you notice is a mummy.
Well then.
Not
Oh.
It's dead.
Oh, okay.
It's
Mummy.
just a mummy. It's not an undead mummy. You also find hidden within this sarcophagus the Coralnor scepter that was stolen from Sarissa,
Ooh.
You
The ruler of Maelstrom!
Right, calm down there. Calm down.
Hecaton just shouts from above. I think you'll find that's me.
Help me!
There is also. Does anybody have identify?
Yes.
Milo does.
There is a wand, a hat, a shield, and a sword.
Okay, hang on. Let me just write these down.
Milo spends 10 minutes casting it ritually.
Shield and sword.
A
Milo.
sword.
Yes.
The wand
Yes.
is a wand of magic missiles.
Magic. So,
The hat is a hat of disguise.
Ooh.
The shield
mm-hmm.
is a sentinel shield.
Oh.
And the sword is a +1 great sword.